Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the game where you'll be rewarded for knowing the obscure stuff rather than the obvious. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Lewis. This is my wife, Eliza, and we're from Oxford.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Catherine. This is my husband, Rakesh, and we're from Essex.
Couple number three.
Hello, I'm Alison. This is my husband, Doug, and we're down from Bradford in West Yorkshire.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Louisa. This is my brother James, and we're from Northampton.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very, very warm welcome to Pointless. It's wonderful to have you all here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. She became a famous broadcaster after her gymnastics career was cut short due to back issues. But she didn't take that setback lying down. Well, she probably did at some points. It is my Pointless friend. It's Gabby Logan.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back.
Nice.
Nice. Actually, I always feel a kind of a bit of a fraud when I hear that from people say I had a gymnastics career, because I never earned a penny from it. You know, it's a completely amateur sport. It was never going to be a job for me. And then later, a lot of gymnasts started going to things like Cirque du Soleil, including my own sister, in the first ever permanent show in Las Vegas. But,
do you watch Cirque du Soleil now and think, that could have been me?
Oh, when she was first in the Vegas show, they had everyone from Bill Clinton to Demi Moore coming into the dressing room. I thought it was amazing, and for her, it was a job. You know, so she was going out every night doing these death-defying stunts, and it was a job, but it was fabulous to watch. Yeah, they're amazing, yeah. We have some really lovely pairs, don't we? We've got a final try for Catherine and Rakesh and Lewis and Eliza, who've kind of done the reverse of each other. A head-to-head, then a round two, and it was a round two and then a head-to-head. So maybe they'll make it to the final today. Who knows? Great to see a pair from West Yorkshire here, Alison and Doug. Good to have you. I feel a lot of energy coming from you two.
Absolutely.
We'll wear you down on that one. And Louisa and James, the siblings who I was fascinated by their dynamic with such promise, went out in the first round. But it was the way Louisa, as the older sibling, just gave him that look, which said, I'll kill you later, which I really loved, yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Now, John and Monica got through to the final last time, and what a jackpot they were playing for. I don't mind telling you, I'm afraid they didn't win it. So we are adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £7,500. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, at the end of each round, we will eliminate the pair with the highest score. If you don't wish to be that pair, keep your scores as low as you possibly can. Very best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is children's comics. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns people depicted in the Beano 85th anniversary commemorative issue. Gabby.
In 2023, the Beano comic issued a special 85th anniversary commemorative edition. We're about to show you 14 descriptions of famous people who were depicted in the comic. We've also provided their initials. We'd like you to simply identify them and tell us who you think the fewest of our 100 people knew. So there's 7 on the first pass, 7 on the way back, and that's 14 for you to play along with at home. Best of luck.
Thank you very much. OK, so let's put these clues up now. All these people appeared in that famous edition of the Beano, and they were former One Direction singer who played Eros in the 2021 film Eternals, H.S., veteran naturalist who narrated the 2023 TV documentary Wild Isles, D.A., member of the royal family who was appointed patron of Wimbledon's All England club in 2016, TPOW, singer who had a hit single in the UK in 2023 titled Dance the Night, DL, actor who played the title role in the 2016 film Deadpool, RR, presenter who began hosting the reality TV competition The Piano in 2023, CW, and grime artist who had a 2022 UK #1 album titled This Is What I Mean, S. There we are, Lewis. Welcome back to Pointless for the third show. Tell us yet more about yourself, Lewis.
In our spare time, Eliza and I are really into our travelling. We spent time in South America. We did a nice long UK road trip as part of our honeymoon. But probably our biggest adventure to date has been 6 months backpacking in Southeast Asia.
Wow. Marvellous. Very nice. Now, Lewis, our board of famous people.
Right, yeah, I've got a few I'm thinking of. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a punt and go for the middle answer. I'm going to say Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa, says Lewis. Shall we see how many of our 100 people also said Dua Lipa? Dua Lipa is absolutely right. And down that goes Lewis. This is a great start to the show. 16. Very well done indeed. Great score.
Dance the Night eventually got to #1 and was on the Barbie film soundtrack. It replaced another song from that film at the top of the charts, Billie Eilish's What Was I Made For?
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Now, Catherine, welcome back to Points Again, third show. Tell us more about yourself, Catherine.
Well, we have 2 lovely teenagers, and we have a dog called Rosie, who is a little bit disobedient.
What sort of dog is Rosie?
Well, she's a cross between a Shih Tzu and a Bichon Frise. So she looks adorable.
Yes.
But she has been banned by the kennels and every groomer I've ever tried to take her to.
Oh, no. So how far afield do you have to go now to get her?
We have to go to the vet.
Oh, right. That's the only person Rosie will...
And there's only one particular vet that she will allow to do anything.
Wow.
And she'll allow him to do all sorts of things that we wouldn't, you know, pause up for various things.
Well, thank goodness for him.
Well, exactly. If he ever leaves, we're in big trouble.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Now, Catherine, who are you going to go for on this board?
I'm trying to choose sort of which might be the lowest of the ones I know. I think I'm going to go for Stormzy.
At the bottom?
Yes.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said Stormzy. Stormzy is absolutely right. Well, 16 is the only score we have at the moment. That goes down to 31. Well done.
This Is What I Mean was Stormzy's third UK #1 album. In 2022, Stormzy received an honorary degree from the University of Exeter in recognition of his talent and his philanthropic work.
Very good indeed. Thank you very much, Gabby. Doug, welcome.
Thank you.
Look, a new pair. New pair here from Bradford. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Doug.
I'm a retired sports teacher and youth worker. Worked at a school.
Very good. What do you get up to now?
Now I spend quite a bit of time developing a piece of the garden that was left to run riot, landscaping it.
And you've brought it back into control.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it's now looking immaculate.
Yeah.
Now, Doug, what are you going to go for?
I think I'll go with the chap who's involved in football at the moment, and the actor who played title role in Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, says Doug. Let's see if Ryan Reynolds is right. Ryan Reynolds, absolutely right. Well, 31 is our high score. 54 for Ryan Reynolds. You see, it's his involvement in football that's brought him to prominence.
Rob McElhenney took over Wrexham in 2020 with Ryan Reynolds, and he also appears in this issue of the Beano.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Now, James, welcome back to Pointless Show 2. Tell us yet more about yourself, Lewis.
Not too long ago, turned 18 and always loved the show. And on my 18th birthday, I actually applied for Pointless as soon as I turned 18, and before you know it, I'm here. So
I mean, that is just that's fantastic. Well. And that's generally how it works. On 17th birthday, apply for the provisional driving licence. 18, apply for Pointless. Well, I'm so glad it's worked out. It's lovely to have you here, James. This is your board. Would you like to talk us through it and fill in all the blanks?
I think the top 2 is Harry Styles, David Attenborough. So I think I'll probably, out of those 2, go for Harry Styles.
OK, you're going to go for that one at the top. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Harry Styles? Harry Styles played Eros in that film. That's a high scorer for you, James, I'm afraid. 69 for that.
Yeah, a high scorer indeed. Styles only appears in a post-credit sequence of the Marvel film. His character, Eros, is also known as Star Fox and is the brother of the Avengers villain Thanos as well. You were absolutely right. David Attenborough is the veteran naturalist who narrated the 2023 TV documentary Wild Isles. Very similar scores, though, weren't they? That wasn't going to do masses for you there in terms of the gameplay. And then TPOW, the Princess of Wales. Yeah, 23 points you'd have got for that one. That was quite a low scorer. And then finally, Claudia Winkleman would have got you 6 points, so not bad.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 16, Lewis, the best score of the past. Very well done indeed to you. Then we travel up to 31, which is where we find Catherine and Rakesh. Then up to 54, where we find Doug and Alison. Then up to 69, where we find James and Louisa. You're not way ahead, Louisa, but a little bit ahead. You get the new board. Find a lovely low score on that, and that should keep you in the game. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more clues to people depicted in the Beano 85th anniversary commemorative issue. And here they are. Singer whose song Running Up That Hill was a UK #1 single in 2022, KB. EastEnders star who won Strictly Come Dancing in 2021, RAE. Footballer who retired after the 2022 Women's Euros, having won 161 caps for England, JS. Presenter who began co-hosting Britain's Got Talent with Ant McPartlin in 2007, DD. Actor who first played Spider-Man in the 2016 film Captain America Civil War, TH. Formula One driver who won his 7th World Championship in 2020, LH. And the X Factor runner-up who had a 2015 UK Top 10 single titled Sax, F-E. There we are. Louisa, welcome back to Pointless. Tell us more about yourself, Louisa. You're in your 2nd year at university studying English. What else do we not know?
So I'm big into music. I've been to quite a few gigs this year. I'd say probably my favourite was Lana Del Rey, who I saw with my 2 best friends.
Fantastic.
And that was a great gig. It was really, really good.
Where did you see her?
Saw her at Hyde Park, so...
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
OK, now, Louisa, you're on 69. You're the high scorers, but there is a lovely fresh board for you.
Yes.
What would you like to go for?
Just trying to work out from the ones I know what would be lowest. I think I'm going to go for actor who first played Spider-Man and say Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, actor who first played Spider-Man. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. There's no red line for you as you're the high scorers at the moment. Tom Holland, absolutely right. Down it goes to 30. Well done. 99, your score.
He went on to star in the Spider-Man films Homecoming, Far From Home and No Way Home. Lots of home stuff
going on
for Spider-Man.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Alison, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you. Tell us all about yourself, Alison.
Well, I'm almost retired. I just work 7.5 hours a week, which is the perfect amount.
That's fine. Just enough. Any more than that would be annoying.
Just enough. 2 mornings. I work for a local cancer charity doing welfare rights advice to people who have cancer, people affected by cancer.
Good for you. And what do you do? What do you fill the other hours of the week with, Alison?
Well, I do a lot of amateur dramatics.
Do you?
I do. I've just been learning a script in the backstage.
Ooh. Have you got a lot of lines to learn?
Not too bad this time.
OK,
I've had worse.
You've had worse. And do you do a big Christmas production as well?
Not really, no. We do a big Shakespeare production in the summer.
Oh, good.
Which we've just done, A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Lovely. Now, Alison, you're on 54. If you can score 44 or less, you are through to the next round. What would you like to go for?
Well, music isn't a good subject for me, so I'm probably not judging this very well, because I think this might be a high one. But for me, I'm just so proud I know a music one. So I'm going to go for the top one, and that's Kate Bush.
Kate Bush, says Alison. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below that with Kate Bush. Kate Bush is right. 61 for Kate Bush, taking your total up to 115.
Yeah, it originally got to #3 in the charts in 1985, but of course it was used in the TV series Stranger Things, and that led to a whole new generation.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, my kids are very much that generation that, you know, start humming it back to you as if they've discovered something new, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, I've been trying to let you to listen to this for years, and now you're telling me about it. Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Now then, Rakesh. There you are on 31. Welcome back to your 3rd and final show. Tell us yet more. There must be things we don't yet know about Rakesh that we would like to know.
Well, Xander, I've just recently started writing a sports blog about cricket.
Very good. When did you start that? Over the summer?
Probably about 6 months ago. But
OK.
Yeah. So I thought it was going to be kind of hard-hitting journalism, but mostly it's just been, I really like the Ashes.
Yeah, I was going to say, so this was an in-depth analysis of the Ashes.
Absolutely.
OK. What was your verdict generally on the Ashes?
I thought it was an absolute roller coaster ride. I was emotionally exhausted, Xander, at the end of the summer.
How many words did you write on that?
Oh, yeah.
Thousands.
Still editing.
Very good. I look forward to reading it. Now, you're on 31, as I say, Rakesh, which means 83 or less gets you into the 2nd round.
I'll go with the presenter, Declan Donnelly.
Declan Donnelly, says Rakesh. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Declan Donnelly. There is your red line. Absolutely right. Declan Donnelly gets you through Down he goes to 50, taking your total up to 81.
Both Ant and Dec appeared in this issue of the Beano, and in 2023, Ant and Dec won Best Presenter at the NTA Awards for the 22nd year in a row.
I was going to say.
Their first win was in 2001. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Imagine going to the NTAs and not seeing them pick up that award. It would be weird.
I know.
Thanks very much indeed, Gabby. Now, Eliza, welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you with us for this third show. Tell us yet more about yourself, Eliza.
Well, I thought it was about time I get into cooking, teaching myself to cook. So I decided, I love a challenge, so I decided the best place to start was a roast chicken.
Yes.
I started with everything except the chicken being frozen. But now, only one part of the dish is from the freezer. Everything else I make myself.
See,
so
that's
I'm still
amazing.
There.
Have you moved into sauces and gravies?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I've been particularly complimented on my gravy.
That's
yeah.
just terrific. Very well done indeed. Congratulations. Now, listen, you're on 16. 98 or less gets you into round 2. Would you like to talk us through the board?
I only actually know 2 more. The footballer, I believe, is Jill Scott. And the Formula 1 driver, my sisters would hate me if I got it wrong, but it was Lewis Hamilton. I'll go for Jill Scott.
Jill Scott, says Eliza. Here is your red line, lovely and high. Can Jill Scott get you below that? It is right, and through you go. And it's a great score, 12 for Jill Scott, taking your total up to 28. Very well done.
Yeah, she was an incredible footballer, played for England for 16 years, the second most capped player for England at her retirement. Only Farrah Williams has more, with 172. She also, of course, was a Queen of the Jungle. She won I'm a Celebrity in 2022, so congratulations there. Shall we have a little clear-up of the board, then? You've already given us Lewis Hamilton. That would have scored you 67. And do you know the EastEnders star who won Strictly? You'll kick yourself, I think.
I probably will.
It's Rose Ayling-Ellis, and she would have scored you 8 points. And the X Factor runner-up, who had a 2015 UK Top 10 single titled Sax...
It's Fleur East.
Correct, and that was 21 points.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. That brings us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to our first pair. Oh, Alison and Doug, I'm sorry, our newcomers. Look, we're shoving you out after the first round. That's not much of a welcome. It's lovely to have you here. We'll see you again next time. Alison and Doug, very well done. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Well done. There we are, our 3 pairs for round 2. You all played that spectacularly, needless to say. Eliza was our lowest individual scorer, so very well done indeed. And Lewis and Eliza are our lowest combined scorers, so all going very well in a show 3 kind of a way on the near podium. But best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is English geography. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many single-word English counties with repeated vowels as they could. Gabby?
We're looking for any ceremonial county in England with a single-word name, where at least one vowel is repeated anywhere within that name. Ceremonial counties are defined in the 1997 Lieutenancies Act, which distinguishes them from local government administration areas. Please give us the most obscure answer.
Thank you. So, yes, good luck, everybody. Eliza?
I'm going to go for Wiltshire.
Wiltshire, says Eliza. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Wiltshire. Wiltshire is right. And down it goes to 3. Very well done indeed, Eliza.
Yeah, very good. It is recorded that a Benedictine monk from Wiltshire called Alma of Malmesbury was Britain's first aviator. Sometime around the year 1010, he attached wings to his hands and feet and jumped from the top of a tower, making a gliding flight of about 200 metres. Alma survived, but he always walked with a limp afterwards, having broken both his legs in a crash landing. So I'll let you decide whether it was successful or not.
Yeah, first aviator at a stretch.
Yeah.
But yeah, why not? Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. Now, Catherine.
This is testing my spelling a little bit, but I'm going to go for Warwickshire.
Warwickshire, says Catherine. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Warwickshire. Warwickshire is right. That goes down to 6. Very well done indeed. Warwickshire 6.
Since the reorganisation of local government areas in 1974, the headquarters of Warwickshire County Cricket Club have been based outside the county. The cricket team's base is at Edgbaston in Birmingham.
Thank you. James?
Yeah, deciding between a few, can't quite work out which is the most obscure, but I think I'm going to go for Buckinghamshire.
Buckinghamshire, says James. Let's see how many of our 100 said Buckinghamshire. Buckinghamshire is absolutely right. Well, 6 is our high, 3 is our low. 13 for Buckinghamshire.
The market town of Oney in Buckinghamshire claims to hold the oldest annual pancake race in the world, which dates back to 1445. The route of the race results in the closure of the main A509 road through the town every Shrove Tuesday, so avoid it on that date.
On that date?
Yeah, unless you want to race.
Unless you want to race a pancake.
Yeah.
Or unless you just want to sit there sighing heavily, pinkly in your car. Thank you very much indeed. We are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 3, the best score of the pass. Eliza, very well done indeed to you. Then 6 is where we find Catherine and Rakesh. And then 13. I mean, who knows? Perfectly arbitrary, but there we are. I'm afraid Buckinghamshire was a higher score. So, yes, Louisa, you've got your work cut out a little bit there to find a lovely county with repeated vowels. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, yes, Louisa, single-word English counties with a repeated vowel.
I think I'm going to go for Norfolk.
You're going to say Norfolk. OK, let us find out. You are the high scorers on 13, so no red line for you. Let's see how many of our 100 said Norfolk. Norfolk is right. Norfolk goes down to 16, which takes your total up to 29.
A Norfolk capon is another term for a smoked herring. Historically, fishing for herring was an important industry in Norfolk.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Rakesh, you're on 6. 22 or less is what we are looking for from you.
Can I go for Leicestershire, please?
Leicestershire? Well, of course you can. Thank you for asking so politely. Leicestershire, here is your red line. Leicestershire is absolutely right. And it gets you through. And it goes down to 8. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 14.
Leicestershire became the last traditional English county to adopt an official flag in 2021. It features a fox and a heraldic 5-petalled flower, both of which are emblems that have been long associated with the county.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Lewis, you are on 3. 25 or less gets you into the head-to-head.
This is a question that has you double-guessing whether the county exists or whether you're just adding Shire at the end. I'm going to try to go for Gloucestershire.
Gloucestershire. That definitely exists. Here is your red line. Shall we see if we can get you below that red line with Gloucestershire? Gloucestershire is absolutely right. And you're through. Very well done indeed. Down it goes to 10, take your total up to 13. Very well done.
The Forest of Dean in Gloucestershire has the largest area of mature oak trees in Britain. This is because when Lord Nelson visited in 1802 looking for shipbuilding timber, he was concerned at how little was available and planted 30 million acorns to replenish the supply.
Such a good idea.
Yeah. There were no pointless answers at all. So let's have a look at some of the low scorers. Along with Warwickshire, which Catherine said, Herefordshire and Nottinghamshire all scored 6. Oxfordshire scored 5, and the best answer was Wiltshire for 3, which Eliza said. So well done at home if you got any of those.
Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. That brings us to the end of our second round. Oh, Louisa and James, this is where we say goodbye to you. We have to break this second round glass ceiling, I think, get you into the head-to-head next time, and I hope beyond. But thank you so much for playing, Louisa and James. We'll see you next time. For the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Lewis and Eliza, Catherine and Rakesh. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £7,500. Well, before we play the head-to-head, we have a chance to put some more money into that jackpot by seeing if we can find a couple of pointless answers. So here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many characters in C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia as they could. Gabby.
So you'll see 6 options. 4 are the names of characters who appear in C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia series of books, 2 of which are scoring, 2 are pointless, and of course 2 are not characters in C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia. £250 into the jackpot for each pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed. So we are looking for the pointless characters from the Chronicles of Narnia. Out of these 6, Violet Baudelaire, Ramandu, Polly Plummer, Aravis Tarkina, Anna Popplewell, and Mr. Beaver.
Isn't Mr. Beaver in it?
I think so. Violet Baudelaire's in the series of unfortunate events, I think. So
Yeah,
it won't be, but
or is it Mr. Titmus I'm thinking of?
Tumnus, I think.
Tumnus.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about any of the others. Just maybe
No,
don't
I
go with Violet
don't.
Baudelaire. That's the only one.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you any of the others.
No. Me
OK,
neither.
so Lewis and Eliza, we'll come to you. What would you like to nominate?
Well, if you think Mr. Beaver was in it...
Should we go for Aravis Tarkina?
Shall we go for Aravis Tarkina? Is that a pointless character from C.S. Lewis? It is a character from the Chronicles of Narnia. Aravis Tarkina. And it's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed. So then, Catherine and Rakesh, who would you like to go for?
Should we go for Mr. Beaver, just to...
Why not? Why not?
Mr. Beaver.
They go in a forest, don't they?
Well, let's
Might
find
be
out if
beavers.
Mr. Beaver is a pointless character. Definitely a character. Six of our 100 knew Mr. Beaver.
Yes, Mr. Beaver is in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. So should we try and find the other pointless answer on the board?
I think Anna Popplewell, I think, is it, but I think that's going to score points.
OK, let's find out.
No.
No, she is the actor who played Susan Pevensey in the Narnia films.
There you are.
So there you go.
No.
OK, so Violet Baudelaire, you were right to avoid because that is the other red herring up there, not a C.S. Lewis character. She's from a series of unfortunate events, as you said, by Lemony Snicket, written by Daniel Handler. Ramandu is a character from the Narnia book, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and that was a pointless answer. Polly Plummer is from The Magician's Nephew, and that scored 1 point. So, not bad.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Well done. You managed to find 1 pointless answer, so we can add £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £7,750. But who will be playing for it? Well, let's find out in the head-to-head. OK, now the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you're now allowed to confer. Best of luck to both pairs. Here is our first question, and it's all about famous mounts. Gabby.
We're going to show you 5 pictures of landmarks whose common English names begin with Mount, as well as alternating letters of the rest of their name. Please give us the name of the landmark that you think the fewest people recognise.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 mounts, and here they are. A, Mount VSVU. B, Mount OYPS. C, Mount SHLN. D, Mount SNI. And E, Mount KLMNAO. There we are. 5 famous mounts. Lewis and Eliza, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first.
We're going to go with Mount Sinai for D.
You're going to say Mount Sinai for D. Now then, Catherine and Rakesh, would you like to talk us through the rest of that board?
Yeah, we've got Mount Vesuvius, Mount Olympus, Mount St Helens.
St Helens, yeah.
And Mount Kilimanjaro. I think we would probably have gone for Sinai, wouldn't we? So
I think maybe Mount St Helens?
St Helens, I think, yeah.
Mount St Helens. So we have Sinai versus St Helens. In the order they were given, Lewis and Eliza went for Mount Sinai. Let's see how many of our 100 said that for D. Mount Sinai is right. Down that goes to 52. Meanwhile, Catherine and Rakesh have gone for Mount St Helens for C. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Mount St Helens is right. And it wins the point. That goes down to 48. Very narrow, but it wins. Catherine and Rakesh, after one question, you're up 1-0.
You picked the two lowest scoring answers, actually, there. And interestingly, I heard you kind of conferring, and you were going to go with St Helens, weren't you? So really, it was a roll of the dice, because just a few points in it between those two. Mount Vesuvius would have scored you 73. Olympus would have scored 69. That's the highest mountain in Greece, of course. And the highest score on the board was Kilimanjaro, which is also the highest mountain in Africa. And Mount Kilimanjaro would have scored you 79.
Thank you very much indeed. Gabby, here is your second question. Now, Lewis and Eliza, you've got to win this one to stay in this, your third game. So very, very best of luck, because Catherine and Rakesh get to answer it first. Here it comes. It is all about rugby union teams. Gabby.
We're going to show you the names of 5 rugby union teams, either in Premiership Rugby or the United Rugby Championship in the 2023-24 season. However, we've removed alternate letters from the teams' names. Can you give us the most obscure team?
Thank you very much indeed. Can you fill in the blanks of these rugby teams? And here we are. We have SRCN, GAGWWRIR, MNTR, SALT, and NRHMTNSIT. There we are. Catherine and Rakesh will go first.
Munster. Yeah. So, Northampton. Saints. OK, yeah.
I think we're going to go for the Northampton Saints.
The Northampton Saints, say Catherine and Rakesh. Now, Lewis and Eliza, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
I believe the first one, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but I think it's Saracens. Glasgow Warriors, I'm thinking will be the second. I don't know about 3 and 4. Do you have any guesses, Ellie?
Minotaur fits, but I have no idea about that.
No. What should we go for? Perhaps the top one? Saracens.
You're going to say Saracens. So we have Northampton Saints and Saracens. Catherine and Rakesh went for the Northampton Saints at the bottom. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Northampton Saints is right. And down that goes to 10. Very well done indeed. Meanwhile, Lewis and Eliza have gone for Saracens for the top one. Let's see how many of our 100 said Saracens. Saracens is right. And that goes down to 32, and that means Catherine and Rakesh, very well done indeed. After only 2 questions, you're straight through to the final, 2-0.
Yeah, actually, Saracens was the highest scoring answer on the board. They were the champions of the English Premiership in 22-23, so perhaps that's why. Northampton Saints at 10. Well, there was only one other answer on the board that have got you a lower answer, and that was a pointless answer. Any idea where that would come from?
That would be the one up from the bottom.
Yeah.
And I can't make that one work.
That is Scarlets.
Ah.
Yeah. It looks like somehow it'd need more letters. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just didn't... Maybe it was having the word there, salt, in front of you. And above that, I think you said Munster. One of you, I heard whispering Munster. That was you, Catherine, wasn't it? That would have got you 16 points. And Glasgow Warriors was just 12 points.
Gabby, your son plays for the Northampton Saints.
Yeah, my son signed his first professional contract for Northampton Saints.
So exciting.
So, yeah, very exciting.
You went to see him this weekend?
Yes, I did, yes. Went to see him play, come out first time, which is weird. A year ago playing schoolboy rugby, and then suddenly he's tackling big men.
I know.
Yeah.
Heavens above. There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Gabby. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Lewis and Eliza. I'm sorry to say this is where we say goodbye to you. Here you are in prime position, and yet I'm afraid you don't make it into the final. So I'm sorry we're not sending you home with a trophy, but you have been fabulous. It's been lovely having you on the show. Thank you so much for playing. Lewis and Eliza. For Catherine and Rakesh, though, it is now time for the pointless final. Huge congratulations, Catherine and Rakesh. You fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now get a chance to win the Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £7,750. Well, it's your third show, so you've timed this absolutely immaculately. It would be lovely to send you back with that jackpot. What would you like to see come up?
I think we'd both like to see history come up, books, literary prizes, maybe.
OK.
Always a big fan of some cricket.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, let's see what today's selection looks like. It'd be great if we can give you something roughly in those areas. We have satire and dark comedy TV series with standalone episodes, environmentalism, gymnastics at the Olympic Games since 2000, Flash Gordon. What do we think?
Environmentalism sounds...
General.
General. That might give us a chance.
But I think gymnastics, we might have a...
I'm low on gymnasts, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think we have to go for environmentalism.
Shall we? Environmentalism it is.
We're looking for any of the 100 countries that emitted the least carbon dioxide, or CO2, from fossil fuels in 2021. As always, by country, we mean a sovereign state which is a member of the United Nations in its own right. And this is according to Our World in Data, a scientific research team which focuses on global issues. Or we are looking for the name of anyone who contributed a piece for the Climate Book that was published by Penguin in October 2022. The book was created by Greta Thunberg in collaboration with over 100 scientists, writers, activists and thinkers, sharing their expertise with the aim of combating the climate crisis. Very best of luck to you playing in the studio and those who are playing at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. If you can find 3 pointless answers, we will throw in a £500 booster. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, we go for countries.
Countries, so very small.
So very small. Palau.
Palau, maybe Micronesia.
Yeah, Micronesia, Palau. There's something tiny. Tuvalu.
Tuvalu, Samoa.
Or Nauru.
Is that a... I think it's its own country,
isn't
it?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's got a flag.
It's got a flag as a country.
So I think we go Nauru.
Yeah.
Palau.
Yeah.
And maybe something like... Are we going Micronesia or maybe Solomon Islands?
Solomon Islands have got... Has it got its own flag?
Yeah, it has, yeah.
OK,
yeah.
then...
So we go Solomon Islands, Nauru and Palau.
OK. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
OK, should we stop the clock?
Yes.
There we are. Let's have those 3 answers from you again officially.
OK. Solomon Islands.
Solomon Islands.
Nauru.
Nauru.
And Palau.
And Palau. And obviously these are all from the first category.
Yes.
OK. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer, do you think?
I think Palau.
OK, Palau, we shall put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Solomon Islands.
Solomon Islands. And then Nauru goes in the middle. So Solomon Islands, Nauru, Palau. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order. And here they are. We have the Solomon Islands, Nauru and Palau. Well, they look terrific on the board. Now, if any one of these turns out to be pointless, you'll be leaving here with £7,750. What would you like to do with that, Catherine?
Well, our daughter has just gone to university, so we would like to also be able to do a holiday at some point in the next few years. So it would be lovely to have that extra to be able to do that.
Very nice. Rakesh, anything you want to add to that?
I would totally agree with that. I did have a dream of building an indoor cricket facility in our back garden, but I think I'll go with the holiday.
There might be some change. You never know. OK, well, let's find out. Your first answer was the Solomon Islands. In all 3 cases, we are looking for the 100 countries that emit the least carbon dioxide. You've gone for the Solomon Islands as one of those. Let's find out if that is right. It is right. Let us now find out if it is pointless for £7,750. The Solomon Islands take us down through the teens into single figures. Still going down with the Solomon Islands, still going down. You've done it. Very well done indeed. The Solomon Islands is a pointless answer, which means you are going home with that jackpot of £7,750. However, as I said, if you can get 3 pointless answers, we will boost that jackpot by another £500. So, in order to do that, you'll have to get 2 more pointless answers, and that will take you up to £8,250. That might mean an indoor cricket facility. I don't know. Let's find out. Nauru, might that be pointless? Nauru is right. Solomon Islands was pointless. Nauru to help us boost that up to £8,250. Down we go into single figures with Nauru. Still going down, still going down. Yep, we've done it again with Nauru. OK. Same criteria. Everything now rests on Palau. If Palau is pointless, you'll be going home with £8,250. How many people said Palau? He's right. Solomon Islands was right. Nauru was right. Both of them were pointless. Can Palau, your most confident punter, pointless, also be pointless? Down it goes, still going down. You absolutely done it. There we are. Congratulations, Palau. Was another pointless answer. You are taking home that £500 booster. You are now taking home a jackpot of £8,250.
Wow, a lovely holiday, hopefully, in store for you. A triple pointless. You also said Micronesia and Samoa. They were pointless as well.
Gosh.
In fact, the only scoring country you mentioned was Tuvalu. So we've had 5 pointless answers already, but let's see some more on the board. 100 countries, of course, that emitted the least carbon dioxide was the question. Djibouti, Liechtenstein, Malta and Vanuatu are there. And there were loads of pointless answers. In fact, the only scoring answers, Iceland, Andorra, Luxembourg, Mozambique, Nepal, Somalia, Zambia, Albania, Bhutan, Botswana, Costa Rica, Fiji, Jamaica, Madagascar, Mali, Mauritius, St. Kitts and Nevis, South Sudan, Uganda and Zimbabwe. Moving on to contributors to the climate book, here are some of the pointless answers you could have had. We've got Amitav Ghosh, the Indian novelist, George Monbiot, the journalist and climate campaigner, Margaret Atwood, the Canadian novelist, and Naomi Klein, the Canadian author. In fact, the only scoring answers here were Ellen Anna Labber and Michael E. Mann. Well done if you've got any of those pointless answers at home.
Thank you very much, Gabby. And thanks once again to our winning players, Catherine and Rakesh, who take away today's jackpot of £8,250. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Gabby.
Bye-bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.